What's up, y'all? It's Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Raising Kanan Season 3 Theory and Prediction. Okay, so my theory for this video is that Raquel is going to be dead, or she's going to run away with Symphony, or some variation of the two. Whether she fakes a death, whether she goes to jail, right? Whether she runs off on her own, but somehow, some way, she will retire from the game. And let's talk about what would make her retire. And let's talk about what will make her come to the decisions that she's gonna come to, okay? I also theorize that they pretty much let us know in OG Power already that at some point Raquel's gonna be gone and we're still gonna have Lulu and Uncle Marvin still for at least a little while after. And I would assume at least one more season after Raquel, okay? One more season or two, because we still would have to see Marvin and Lulu still be around dealing with whatever they're dealing with, and we still have to have Kanan with a young ghost around the time, because they all used to still hustle for Lulu and Marvin at a certain point early on in the game. But let's talk about Raquel, right? I made an earlier video last week where I spoke on how I feel like Raquel snitched on Defcon, right? She snitched on Marvin and got Marvin locked up, right? Which is why Marvin says he was set up. I feel like her snitching led to suspicions within the organization that she was around, which led to high posts getting burnt up, right? For allegedly snitching. It's very much possible that the next person who ran the hood did that to him, which would be Ronnie. And I still believe that she ended up snitching on Ronnie too. And we all know already that she snitched on Unique in the first season, right? So we already know what Raquel is capable of. You know, she snitched her way to the top. She ratted her way to the top. These are the things that happen. Now, my thing is this, right? At some point, the information about her being a rat is gonna come out, right? The information is gonna come out. People know, okay? Detective Burt knows. Howard knows, who's the person who had her as his informant, okay? Somehow, some way, Kanan is probably gonna find out. Somehow, some way, Marvin is probably gonna find out, right? Unique is probably gonna find out, right? If she snitched on Ronnie and Ronnie is now home, Ronnie may be able to find out. So my theory is this. She's already trying to switch things around, right? When season 3 starts. She already told Sal Baselli's boss, whose name I'm forgetting right now. If you remember his name while you're watching and listening to his video, remind me in the comments, because I'm going to have a video on him coming soon too, right? But you've seen in the preview where Sal Baselli's boss tells Rock, hey, listen, I need you to do this for me. She says, I don't handle my problems with shooting anymore, right? And he is like, no, shorty, you will. That's probably him asking her to kill Sal Baselli, right? Probably, because what else would he really want from her, right? At this point. And then they'll probably tell her like, hey, yo, the war will be over. Just stay out my side of the city and the war will be over. Go back to Queens and you good, right? That's probably how that's going to happen. The whole thing with the Italians, the big storyline with the Italians will probably be done between episode 3 and 5. And then we'll probably focus on what's going on with Ronnie more and if he's breeze or not, and the conflict between, you know, Kanan and Rock. It's like this. You gotta ask yourself. Oh, I just thought of something that I'm gonna include in another video. But you have to wonder, what makes Rock leave the game? Because there's only 3 ways. Either she was one of the few drug dealers who retired and left the game after making all that money. We know almost none of those kind of people. And in real life, I only know about one of those kind of people who sold a whole lot of drugs and made it out and made it out and was able to flip it to do something else, there's like one person in history from my hood who I know who got away with that. Right? Puerto Rican cat. I'm not gonna say his name. But after that, it's like, did she get killed? Did she go to jail, or did she just run away? Or the fourth option, did she fake her death? Now here's the thing, right? I want to eliminate the possibility that she faked her death, because when Kanan came home in OG Power, it's like, yo, what's up? Blah blah blah. He was like, oh, I had to go visit moms real quick. So that lets you know, hey, she ran away. She's in a new location, which would mean that there's a possibility that we could see her in Force or OG Power. If they didn't kill her off in Raising Kanan, then I would like to see her pop up, right? And they'll bring everything full circle with, Rock, Kanan, Tariq. That could be a whole thing. And I mean, she'll have a bigger place in Ghost and Force, right? But if you eliminate the possibility of her faking her death, right? Because I don't believe that's possible. Then, yeah, she's either in a hidden location or she's in jail, most likely. Because if she faked her death, Kanan would not know where she is. Kanan would not know where she is. I mean, unless she was locked up and she sent a hidden note to him under some kind of disguise. 1 second, y'all. Nigga yawning. That seems like too contrived to me. So it's like, she ran away. She might have ran away with Symphony. And what would make her run away with Symphony? 1, the feds is on her. 2, Bird got killed by either her or Detective Howard. Probably Detective Howard, because there's a couple scenes and previews that look like he gonna do it right there in the car, right? Right? He gonna do it right there in the car. Or she did run away and she went to jail. But here's the thing, right? How could you have Raquel go to jail and still be doing time? And you got Marvin and Lulu who never really did no time, or at least they didn't let us know that. So it's like, if Raquel went to jail because of a big Fed situation, right? Marvin and Lulu would go with her, because that's her second and third in command. So I don't think she went to jail, unless she went to jail and because she snitched on everybody, she took the charge with everyone. I mean, she took the charge for everyone, but that's not necessarily how the feds work. If they got you in this big Fed RICO case, you can take as much charges as you want, but they still gonna have extra charges for dudes that they gonna want them to go to jail for too. They're not just gonna let Marvin and Lulu get off scot-free. So when you eliminate faking her death, if you want to say she's not dead yet, right? Because it's a possibility, but not. Then one of the only things you have left is that she got overwhelmed in the game. She met up with Symphony again and she dipped. Because I do believe we're going to see Symphony, and I do believe that worst come to worst, she going through whatever, right? Symphony would be down with her. Symphony would be down to say, all right, let's leave. Let's go. Now, if it's in the middle of being chased by the feds, I don't know what resources they had to be running away for, 10, 20, 30 years, or like 20, 25 years up until OG Power's time. Rock would have to leave before the feds seriously got involved. But here's the thing, right? They got shot up. They did a whole bunch of things. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it is more logical that she got locked up and Kanan went to visit her while she was locked up. But I don't know. I just can't maybe she did run away with Symphony. They forged faked identities, and then they made a situation of that. You know, I feel like the writers could go either way with the situation, but we got to keep in mind that you don't want it to be like a fantasy. They want it to be as realistic as possible. So it's like either she dead and Kanan visited her grave in OG Power. I don't believe she went to jail because Kanan coming home. I mean, Kanan coming home. I was gonna say he wouldn't be allowed to visit Rock if Rock was in prison because he had a record, but I believe his record got cleared when he came home. So it's possible that Rock was just in jail. So I'm gonna leave it here. Do you think Rock is in jail when OG Power starts? Do you think she's dead, or do you think she ran away with Symphony? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.